Our respectful workplace investigation process. The complaint. Our complaint process may be written or verbal or anonymous, may be filed by one person or a group of persons, may be filed by the actual victim or by a third party on behalf of the victim, should be within 3 months of the action being complained about. Once a complaint is received, the investigation process begins immediately by reviewing our workplace human rights policy to determine if the alleged behavior meets the definition of workplace bullying and harassment. Investigation purpose. The purpose of an investigation is to determine what happened and allow all parties to express their views and provide evidence to the investigator. Demonstrate and promote the commitment of Tourism Abbotsford to workplace human rights. Aid in the prevention of discrimination and harassment by and against Tourism Abbotsford team members. Ensure that all complaints are dealt with confidentially and objectively and that the rights of all parties are respected. Provide team members and managers in all departments with fair and consistent procedures for dealing with complaints of discrimination and harassment. Investigations. The investigation should be undertaken promptly and thorough, be consistent and impartial, provide both the complainant and the respondent fairness in evaluating the allegations, focus on finding facts and evidence, which includes interviews with the complainant, respondent, and any witnesses. The investigation process. The investigator will meet with each party separately to review the allegations, explain the investigation process, outline an expected timetable, review the overall process, interviews, review of supporting documents or evidence or witnesses, discuss the roles and responsibilities of anyone involved, including employers, supervisors, workers, investigators, and others. Discuss the confidentiality of the investigation, and identify any interim measures to limit any potential for bullying and harassment in the immediate future. Gathering evidence. The purpose of meetings are to determine the following: what happened, what specific words or behavior is the source of the complaint, what impact did the words or behavior have on the complainant, when did the incident happen, specific dates and times should be recorded, where did the incident occur, specific locations should be identified, is there written or physical evidence, such as emails, notes, or photos, are there witnesses. The respondent has the right to reply to allegations in the complaint. Select an investigator. The investigator is determined in accordance to our workplace human rights policy. In cases involving frontline team members, supervisors, duty managers, and coordinators, the investigator is our human resources manager. In cases involving managers, the investigator is our executive director. In cases involving our executive director, the investigator is Tourism Abbotsford's Board of Directors. The investigator must act in a fair and impartial manner. Recommendations and findings. Recommendations. The investigator will review the evidence and make recommendation that is based on the evidence which determine whether or not bullying or harassment occurred. Considers carefully the definition of bullying or harassment within our workplace human rights policy. Discuss the findings. The investigator meets separately with both the complainant and the respondent to confidentially discuss the recommendation findings. Taking corrective action. The employer must aim to fully address the incident and ensure that future bullying and harassment are prevented or minimized in the workplace. A complaint which has resulted in confirmation of the allegations will be considered a form of team member misconduct. As in any other case of misconduct, corrective action may include discipline varying from verbal counseling, written reprimand, to suspension or discharge. If the findings do not support the complaint, the investigator will recommend that no further action is necessary and the matter will be closed. Record keeping. Confidential record keeping. Human Resources keeps a record of the investigation which includes written record of the following: detailed complaint summary, a summary of interviews, supporting documents, outcomes and findings, actions taken.